Yo! What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Peak or Weak, where today we're going to be deciding if the game is peak or weak. And today we're going to be talking about MiSide, which is a game I played on Valentine's Day, actually. I was lonely, okay. Anyway, okay, so basically this game was very good. I played through it, and I think it's definitely worth your play. It has a very good story, which is not what I was expecting. It had very like good horror elements as well, which I didn't expect from this game at all. By the way, I went in a blind playthrough. I saw like people were playing it in like 3D. I was like, bro, it's just like a 3D Doki Doki Literature Club. Like there's nothing crazy going on here. And then I go into it. I played through the whole thing. I'm like, okay, wow, that was a lot better. So I have to say, there's a lot of good twists in this game. Story-wise, it's very well done. I really love the soundtrack for this game. I said this about a lot of the games I play, but this one had very good eerie soundtrack. Like if you're going into like those dark areas and stuff like that, they all got really good soundtrack. And not only that, the style of the game is also very good. And also, there's just a lot of good stuff about the game. I really like this game a lot. And I just wanted to talk about this. I think that this game is very good. And I'm gonna go into more detail why I think it's so good, but it's gonna require me to get into spoilers. So, as usual, if you don't want to get spoiled, which I recommend you don't, go into this game blind, play through it, and enjoy that shit. It's very good. I know you guys will like it if you are into these types of games. If you're into story-driven games that are also, you know, little psychological horror, have like good like fourth wall breaking elements, very good game. And I recommend to play the game. If you haven't already, then click to this timestamp if you don't want to get spoiled. I'll wait here for a little bit. Okay, cool. Anyway, going into spoilers for this game, I really liked just how good the twists are. Like, there's so many different things that like happen, and I've seen people online, by the way, that say the ending of this game was an ass pull. It was not. If you go and replay the whole game again, which I'm not saying you should after you play it, but I'm just saying, if you go back, you will actually see there's so much foreshadowing in it that actually leads to it. It's so subtle you wouldn't even notice it. And that's what I think is like so brilliant about it, you know what I mean? Like these are like things that are foreshadowed that you would never really see coming. And it's wild, especially on like a first playthrough. Dude, the things that the twists that were in this story, I did not even expect to happen. It was wild. And I gotta say, I was really impressed with this game. So I just, you know, the fact that like Mita is just a prototype, like a failed prototype that just skinned one of the Mitas and is wearing her skin. What the fuck? Like, that is wild shit. And like, you know, just there's a lot of gore, especially for like the deaths of the Mitas. Like, bro, the fact that Mila and Kind Mita got done so dirty made me so unbelievably upset, but it was like so good though. It was like a good upset. I was like, I want to beat your ass, but that's the whole point of your character, like type good. That's why I really liked it. Anyways, yeah, so this game was really good overall. I just had to talk about the story. Anyway, now on to my rating. Is the game peak or weak? It's peak. It's peak. I sit on my throne of swamp ass and say that it is peak, because this game has very good story, very good soundtrack, very good gameplay. It keeps it fresh, even though, you know, you think it's just a dating sim. No, it's an FPS shooter. It's a 2D dating sim. That's kind of expected. There's like horror. There's horror parts of the game, obviously. And there's also puzzles you have to solve. So there's just a lot of different things and lots of different gameplay elements that make this game very fun. And I'd say that everyone should try it. It was a very good game. Now, on to my actual rating for this game. This is gonna come to a shock to everyone, I feel. But I'm gonna rate this game. Now, I have to say this first of all. I'm rating it off of what it is. I'm not rating it compared to any other games I've played, because that would be stupid. Now, for what it is a 8.9 to me. Very close to a 9 or 10, but the game's not done yet. I want the whole game to be done, and I know the devs are still working on it, and they're still adding parts of the game to like the game itself, and I think that's gonna be very cool. I'm very excited to see where they go with it. They're adding a new feature or whatever to it as well. So once that stuff comes out, I'm sure it will be a 9 or 10, but for right now, I'm saying it's 8.9. So yeah. That was this video. This is a little shorter than the other ones, but I didn't have as much to talk about. But yeah, I always like keeping these videos like, you know, short and to the point, because I don't want to like, you know, drag it on like other game reviews, because I feel like, you know, I could go on for like 30 minutes about how good the game is, but we could without be wasting your time. I want to make sure you just get the brief summary of how good of it, why it's good. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, sub up, like up, and I love you guys. I'll see you, and I hope you have an amazing day wherever in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, okay? Bye-bye!